Morning, guys. I think it's the 10th. Pretty certain it's the 10th. Yeah, we're on the way to the RVI. I've got to go to anesthesia or anesthetics, or begins with an A anyway. 10:45 appointment. It is only 9:36 at the minute, but when you get to the hospital, you've got to find a parking space and what which is always a 20-minute bloody wait, and then you got to find the place, which is another 10-minute wait. So it's best to get down there a bit early. I mean, it's only 8 miles from here to RVI, but we're talking about traffic, we're talking about, roadworks or wherever, and it kind of, you got to add those into the equation, but you can't do that because you don't know what's ahead of you. Northbound's quite busy.
In 4.1 miles, exit to the left to junction 77 to A696.
Goodness me.
Then use
Heavy
the
traffic
left
there.
to the left to A167 towards city centre.
All the way northbound. Look at that. Jeez. We're in cruise mode, 61 mile an hour, though he's only doing 54, so the car's holding its distance. All I do is steer. It keeps me warm, it puts the lights on, it puts main beam on by itself, it puts the wipers on by itself. I'm just a passenger, really, making sure it gets to where it wants to be. Quite an amazing technology. This is the Honda Jazz. It's a fairly small car, and you've got the all automated Teslas that do a lot more than this. They can technically drive all the way to RVI without you touching the steering wheel, so you definitely become a passenger, although I'm not too certain I would want that much tech. It'd be nice, but it's fully electric, which is the downfall of it. The new Mazda looks interesting, coming out later this year or next year, and that's fully electric, but it doesn't need charging, and it's got generators on all wheels to supply power to the batteries via a computerized charging unit, a bit like these batteries you can get from Bluetti, where you can have 12 volt in and give 240 volt out. It's that sort of system they've got. So technically you're a bit like Kit Car. Do you remember him? The Kit Car is a nuclear power car. So we're not at that stage. It's not as dangerous as that, but it's a technology which we'll have to see how it runs. I mean, to have a car you don't put any money into after you've bought it, and it self-charges, is probably a godsend. An outlay, yes, but if you consider taking away the petrol, maybe you're spending £60 a month on petrol, or even more. And if you got a car you're plugging in, you're probably spending that as well. So if you're going to get a car that doesn't need refueling or anything, that's going to save you. Blue lights coming towards. Definitely needs to get out somewhere. keep accelerating like that, and we don't want it to accelerate.
Then use the left lane to stay to the left at A167 towards city centre.
So anything you got to do is keep an eye on what your car's doing, because if you let it do what it wants to do, then it'll accelerate you across roundabouts when you know it's not safe, but it just sees no cars in front of it. So we're joining here, and then we're going to get in the centre lane. We're actually in Newcastle on time now, and we've got to change our
Use the right 2 lanes to enter the roundabout.
driving mode to signpost. This thing reads signposts, or knows your GPS, you know, where it is, and gives you a speed limit, so it won't let you go over it, which is great, but it does get that wrong as well. It picks up side roads and suddenly puts your brakes on, which is quite dangerous, but I suppose it'll get improved over the time.
In a quarter of a mile. At the roundabout, take the second exit onto A167 Commuting Road.
So yeah, I mean, I love driving and that, and I love the tech. Oh, here comes the rain. I love the, technology. A lot of people don't, but I love to see how things go. You know, I mean, I don't know where the technology comes from, because we all have imaginations, but to put the imagination into actual devices, then you're on a totally different ballgame, aren't you? Because you can imagine a laser and how it can destroy things, but how do you turn that idea into reality? It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's a bit like me folding phone. I mean, I don't think anybody on the planet could make a folding phone. It's got to be computerized AI, and how they can get things down smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's a one that you can't explain. One of the mysteries. It's like the end of the world, or the end of the universe. You can't predict these things. I mean, the universe is probably one of the most mind-boggling things, where something doesn't end. And I think that's due to the way we're brought up. We accept everything has a start and an end, because it's like black and white, up and down, left and right, start and finish. But there's certain things outside of that loop of thought. You've got
3/4 of a mile. Exit to the left at A189 towards city west.
if you had your if you were thinking about something, your imagination is never ending, and the universe is the same. It goes on forever. You can have it in a bubble, and that's what scientists are thinking. There might be lots of universes in separate buttons. Oh, here we go, please. You can't see it. But yeah, we've got modules, a bit like the ocean. If you zoom down, you've got these molecules of salt water, but there's so many billions of them that you can't see them. It just becomes water. And maybe that's how space is. Maybe we are in one of those little modules of water, And that's our universe, and there's billions of them out there, you know. I mean, it still comes down to the fact, how does it start, and how, you know, how does it advance and what have you. And even if you bring in religion and gods and what have you, almighty, where do the gods come from? Who made the gods? And you're in that constant loop of, I don't understand, I can't get things right in my mind, you know. Gives you a headache trying to work it out. Probably best not to think about it, you know. It certainly is a strange thing we think about in times, you know. It's we live in on a planet, and we have thought patterns that are different to everybody else, and you're thinking, oh, you know, we've got to come off here because of traffic congestion ahead of us. Okay. Bus ploughing in from the left. Not getting any better the weather though, is it? Not too bad, not too bad.
Exit to the left at A189 towards City West.
Come off here, see where it's going to take us.
In 900 feet, use either lane to turn right onto A189.
That's a bus lane, so that's going to catch you out, you see. I would have, because I got to turn right here, I would have gone into that right lane there, but it's a bus lane with cameras and you get fined. So you got to be very wary of your situation. We're only 1.5 miles from the RVI now, and we're not doing too bad on time. It's 9:30. I've got an hour and 45 before my appointment, and our next part is parking the car. I won't let you sit through that. I'll just get you up to the hospital and then we'll stop because it's 13 minutes at the minute. Happy days. Well, we'll see what happens anyway. I've got £5 cash. I might be able to get a cup of coffee for that, because the coffee's on that cheap, about £2.80 I think. Might get a coffee for that. Well, we're in the middle of the town moor now. I think you can fly a drone here. It's not in the flight path in Newcastle, so I haven't flown the drone for ages. I've kind of lost interest, to be honest. You know. Yeah, the drone and that. I mean, even yesterday, I think I put my computer on for half an hour. I did a flight on flight sim, and you know, that was it really. Between the cat constantly pestering me to phone calls, now you think you've not got any time for yourself. Like now, I've got appointments going on. I've got something building on a 3D printer. You know. Right, so we're turning left here next to Rvi Newcastle, I think it is. This is their new building down here on the left through the trees. Yeah, BBC Newcastle. Just to the left of the bus there, you can't really see it, but as we get round the corner you might be able to see it. It's getting cold as well. It's 8°C outside. Not cold enough for snow, but it's cold enough to chill you.
Turn left onto Hunters Road.
Well, I got my disabled pass with me, so hopefully I'll get some free parking if I can find a slot. I think even if I don't find a disabled slot, I can park anywhere and get the ticket free out.
Quarter of a mile.
So
Turn right onto Richardson Road.
we'll just do that. See if the system works. Did last time. So we're in the RVI location. On the left you've got the junior medical school and nurseries, and take charge. Can we get... Alright, he's going that way. Okay, we're going to follow the old bussy because we've got to go down for the RVI, which is down this road. We were coming from the other way,
Turn right onto Richardson Road.
but it said there was heavy traffic, so
In half a mile. Turn left. Then turn left.
yeah. So this is the other place. Don't know what's going on there to the right. You can't really see it. I can't move the camera. Looks like a bridge or something. I don't know what's going on there. No idea. Yeah, this is all the area. It's a 20-mile-an-hour zone. The things put my brakes on.
Turn
Got dental school here off the left. If you haven't got anything, you know, no dentists in the area, you can ring up the hospital and try and get down here so they can look at you. But they are students, obviously with a doctor and what have you. But it's quite a good service we've got here. You know, I mean, we've got three hospitals in Newcastle area, all dealing with
turn left.
different.
Then turn left.
So
Turn left.
I can stop her from talking because
In 600 feet. Turn left onto Queen Victoria Road.
yeah. We'll go around this corner and we'll be at the old, well, I say old, the RVI, and that's where we'll stop the video, because I couldn't stop it anyway because of it's setting me little holder here. It looks like traffic is ahead of me. Is round this corner to the left. There's a traffic jam, so I might have to switch it off early if we stop round this corner, because we are at the RVI, and this is where we... That's not too bad. We'll get into the... Oh, great. Yes, this is where the traffic is. Well, as you can see, lots of traffic, so I'm going to call it a day there. Welcome to the RVI. Bye for now.